Welcome to the show. In the toy box today, we're going to be talking robot figures. All right, guys, let's get into it.
Open the box, open the box, open the box, open the box, open the box.
Wow, old school.
Surprise.
All right, gentlemen, first up, we have the Planet Robot figure from Schylling. You might know him better as Robbie the Robot from the 1956 movie Forbidden Planet.
John Wood.
I was there.
You were there, you're about what, 50 at that time?
Young sprout.
In the movie, Robbie was built by the scientist Dr. Morbius, no relation to the Marvel character. Thank goodness.
Yet.
Movies are about comparable in quality, though. Have you guys seen this movie, Forbidden Planet?
No.
I think at one time I've seen it. It's like required sci-fi.
Is this like black and white? This is what I'm imagining. Like this movie.
I assume so. I wasn't there.
That's insane.
I think it is.
Is it? Okay.
It's not, it's color.
Robbie here is represented in metal and comes in either movie accurate black or red variant.
Okay.
Did either of you guys notice the markings on the package that says not a toy?
I did notice that. I had a lot of questions.
Apparently this is for adult collectors only.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of that?
I was so confused. So does it not work?
No, that's common. Where are you guys at?
do you
There's
mean?
lots of companies that put that on their box. Tokidoki has it on every single box. This is not a toy, this is a collectible.
I guess the difference is this really looks like an old school toy, especially like when you open it up, like you're doing. I mean, like, does that not look toy? Like, you want to play with it?
This is funny, the cardboard's covering his head.
Sure.
Look at that, that's funny.
Sure, but like, I'm just saying, if it is a collectible, it really doesn't, I don't know, doesn't really feel like
It's a silly liability thing, I'm guessing.
Okay.
Where it's like, you know, you give this to like a 3-year-old, it's metal, there's pieces, I don't know.
Okay.
You avoid a lot of testing that companies need to do for certain toys.
Yeah, I can see it now, like with the hands, it's like that is strictly metal. If a 3-year-old gets his hands on it, yeah, that could be dangerous.
So what's really interesting about this figure is it actually can walk, and then it actually makes sparks behind the faceplate.
What?
Yeah.
Like real sparks?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Huh.
Like, could I use it to start a fire?
I don't think so.
Hey, this is going in my survival kit. That way, if I'm ever trapped in the woods, I can use his chest plate to spark a fire, or if I die, at least I have a cool robot toy with me.
So this doesn't require batteries?
No.
Okay, but,
It's wind up, dude.
okay.
How much do you think this reproduction toy is worth?
I mean, on a desert island your whole life, so quite a bit.
I have theories. Obviously, it looks like it's made by Schylling. They usually make retro toys and some of the not the priciest things in the world, but it's metal, it's got parts. I'm gonna say $24.99.
I'm gonna go with him on that one. I really don't know how to like go about this because it could be like really old school, really retro, but it could also lean into that and have a higher price range because of that. Yeah, $24.99 sounds pretty good.
Well, if you guys want to start fires in the forest, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more because this puppy is worth $37.99.
No, we should have guessed that because it has metal.
Do you think this is worth it, or should this robot get a remake?
I send it back to the 50s. Yeah.
I don't know, dude. He's cool looking. Look at him.
He's cool.
Dude, he's black. He's got the like red plastic, the red arms.
I could see this really being a cool like nostalgic figure to get, but if you don't really know where it's coming from, I don't know if it's there.
I think the opposite. I think most people aren't gonna know what this is.
Right.
But they'll still see a cool robot.
It's old school.
And they'll be like, dude, that's awesome.
It's an old school classic robot.
50 sci-fi
Especially
robot.
it comes with this, you get it twisted up. Apparently it makes sparks, starts
even
fires.
even at $37.99, I'm gonna say worth it.
All right.
All right, on to the next toy.
Okay, what do we got?
What do we got? Show me. Show me
Oh,
something.
this is interesting.
Okay, I'm in. 1000%.
Bionic blaster.
From retro robots to robotic gloves, here we have the Ultra Bionic Blaster Kit from Thames and Kosmos.
Oh, dude, it shoots darts.
Wow, this is a lot.
Fits almost any
You
hand
have to build
size.
this?
The engineering experiment kit is designed for 10 or 12 plus to help reinforce the interest in STEM by having them make a foam dart launcher that fits over your hand like a glove. John, you and I were growing up when Nerf and laser tag were coming out. Are you kind of jealous that kids have toys like this now?
1000% yes. Look at this thing. This thing's freaking great.
Oh, if we're talking Nerf, I was peak Nerf time. Yeah, like I got all the guns, yeah, the shot, ooh, everything. This is very much up its alley.
What's funny is we grew up in the Nerf era and the laser tag era, but you know where we bowed out? Paintball. Paintball came and we were like, no, we're good.
guys
We'll let the next generation take that one.
You haven't even heard of airsoft, have you?
So
up their alley.
unlike the traditional foam blaster, this kit actually requires some assembly with pieces and comes in the little spruce things like for models and stuff.
Yeah, you got to punch the pieces out.
Yeah. Additionally, the kit requires no batteries.
Yeah,
and is
that's really cool.
completely pneumatically powered. It also comes with a dial to change the firing angle of the dart launcher.
Okay, I'll be honest. If I saw you buy this, I feel like you would customize it before building it and like paint it like gold and red. And so then when you build it, looks like Iron Man.
For sure.
Alright.
I customized a Nerf gun once.
Really?
And yeah, they're only held together with screws.
Yeah, sure.
So I took it apart, painted it all black and hot pink, and made a Hello Kitty sniper rifle.
You would.
It was awesome.
All right, that's cool. That's,
So yeah, you're right. If I get into this and play with this, dude, I'm doing something crazy with this.
well, it's
for
cool
sure.
because you have to build it, so you can already just paint it right away.
With all of this said about the kit, how much do you think it's going to set you back?
I honestly have no idea. $59.99?
$49.99.
All right, John's a winner.
You know what?
Congratulations.
I guess cheaper because educational toys are hard. Like, it's the kids want the cooler stuff.
You gotta pay for that education.
Yeah. So sometimes they can be very reasonable.
Do you think this set is worth it, or is this experiment a fail?
No, I think it's fun. I think it's a cool, bring it back to tradition kind of toys. I'm into it.
1000% this is worth it, and I'll tell you why. This is like building Iron Man technology right here. Not to mention, it says right here, learn about pneumatics and the physics of air pressure. So this is a science kit for sure, but a lot of science kits for kids that are into science, aside from the science, they're kind of boring.
They're not cool.
I like the ones that are like build a catapult that shoots something.
Sure.
So this is in that lane where it's less of like, hey, just make slime or a volcano that erupts. What do we got?
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. Good to go.
We had to do it. If you're going to do an episode on robots, you got to put a Gundam in here. Gentlemen, meet the Freedom Gundam from Mobile Suit Gundam Seed.
What are they doing painting half the figure?
That's not how that works.
Released in 2002 as one of their main shows in the Gundam franchise, this show centers around a conflict between humans and their genetically engineered space-dwelling creatures called coordinators, humans with special powers.
They painted half the figure. They forgot. What are they doing?
This is actually one of the most popular Gundam shows in Japan. So popular, in fact, they made 2 seasons with 50 episodes each. Have either of you guys seen this?
No, I haven't, but that's impressive. Wow.
You never seen any Gundam?
I mean, tidbits here and there, but nothing to like really deep dive into it.
Yeah, me too.
This figure is what Banpresto is calling an internal structure figure, meant to give you an internal and exterior view of the figure at the same time. It shows off the X-10A Freedom Gundam, the main suit used by the hero in the series. Have you guys ever seen a toy like this before?
Yes. I'm very excited, as you can tell.
Go for it.
Internal structure toys, internal structure, this is not new. We just had that kit, that Optimus Prime building kit from not that long ago. Same concept, where the pieces are translucent so you can see inside. It's a certain look. Maybe it's not for everyone, but I think it's freaking rad.
John, this figure reminds me of you doing your homework. It's like you started, but you gave up halfway through. Why?
So that's right at my alley.
That's a pretty good analogy.
All right.
What's funny is like, I did give up on my homework halfway, but I never didn't complete building a toy.
Okay, well, shoot. You talk about like sometimes it's
Priorities.
for people, other people. Like I'm the other people. I'm not for this.
If you
This
guys
is
were
really not for
made
me.
into a toy, would you want an internal view?
No, people don't want the external view. Like I don't need anything less than that.
The figure stands about 5.5 inches and obviously is more of an action figure and not a model, of course.
Assembly required, or is she fresh out of the box?
Fresh out of the box.
Oh, that's nice.
Halter, look at that.
So wait, you can get full transparency or half transparency? That's just making their job easier. They don't even have to do anything at that point.
I know, but doesn't that look cool?
No!
Halter, you're thinking about
Okay.
it too much.
What am I thinking?
Let me blow your mind.
Okay.
You take this figure with the internal structure pieces
Yes.
that are ghosty and clear.
Yeah.
You put some kind of like pink lighting underneath coming up.
Okay.
He's gonna look great.
I guess, but you don't even know, like, unless you're a hardcore Gundam fan, I don't even think you could tell that's the specific Gundam for it.
What do you think this robot costs?
It's Gundam. It's not a kit. They tend to be expensive when they're not kits. It's got different versions. I'm gonna go, but it's only 5.5 inches. Oh, why do you do this to me?
$39.99.
I am going to defer to him so that if we're wildly off, I can throw him under the bus.
Throw me under the bus.
Final answer.
Final answer. Well, this guy only comes in at $27.99.
Yes.
Wow.
You overpaid.
Hey, I mean, I ain't paying.
Do you think this robot's worth it, or should we plant this seed somewhere else?
That was good. That was good. Plant the seed somewhere else. Good job. Oh, that was good. I think it's totally worth it. Under 30 bucks. If you're a fan of the show, fan of the character, or this particular suit, then you're good to go. Not to mention internal structure, translucent pieces, I think are the jam.
I think if you're a fan of the show, if you're a fan of the suit, if you're a fan of this character, pick up an actual character. Don't actually just deal with this translucent crap. Do something better.
Holter's like, stop being lazy and build a kit.
No, I mean, hey, if you want to, go for it, but actual get the Gundam you like, not one that kind of maybe looks like it, sort of.
Game time. Oh, you get it. I'll let you
This
get it.
is
You
what
get it.
I'm talking about. Okay.
All right, so you
I can see the figure, yeah.
You were a little harsh, and now all of a sudden you're doing a 180, and it's go time.
Because this is what I was, like, this addressed all the issues I had. This is awesome. This is so cool.
Finally, we have one last Gundam toy for the toy box for you guys to look over. It might have been expected. It's a Gunpla. This particular model is the iconic RX-78 version 2 from the very first Mobile Suit Gundam TV series. Debuting in 1979, the show helped cement the giant robot genre, which gives us one of the most iconic suits in TV history. You guys agree with that?
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Again, not the biggest Gundam fan, but when it showed up in Ready Player One, I was there.
Do you guys recognize this as the very first Mobile Suit Gundam?
Yeah, honestly, like, again,
Yes.
not the biggest fan, but I know what this is, yeah.
It's weird. I'm not fluent with the suit model numbers, but the color scheme. So whenever I
So
see that
iconic.
color scheme right away, I know that's the OG Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think, and I'm probably wrong, there's a life-size one in Japan. It's like 4 stories tall. I think it might be this one. So yeah, I guess I'm familiar.
I'm not the biggest Gundam fan, but that sounds like the coolest thing in the world. Wow.
I make it all the way to Japan. If I don't see that thing, I'm not coming home until I do. They're gonna have to deport me before. I gotta see the life-size Gundam.
Wow.
While Gunpla has been around for many decades, guys, MG or Master Grade kits came around during Gundam's 15th anniversary. At 100th scale, they're quite difficult to build for amateurs and only second to perfect grade with articulation and quality. You think you guys could put one together?
Nope.
Yeah, probably not.
MG kits are no joke, dude.
No?
You get it in over your head real quick. And you know what's crazy is like, I love HG kits because the price point is so easy.
Okay.
Like you throw down $25, $24.99 on a kit. If you massacre it or whatever, you didn't waste a lot of money.
And that's hobby grade, right? The hobby grade
Yeah,
kits, the easy
I think
ones.
that's what. Yeah, I think that's what it stands for. But MG, bro, you take one of those kits and you butcher it, like you lost some funds. So you gotta be careful.
Okay, so these are a little bit more pricey? I mean, it looks like it would be.
How much do you think this Gundam costs, guys?
Oh, this is dicey.
I honestly have no idea. You're saying these are really expensive, so I'm
I
guessing
didn't say
like,
really expensive.
Are
I
you
said if you
100?
butcher the kit, you will be mad that you lost some funds.
I'm
I'm going for this kit here, $89.99.
I was gonna hold, yeah, $100 bill, 100.
100. Right off.
Right there.
Right off the page. $64.99, guys.
Okay, all right.
This
So
is
do
it.
you think it's worth it, or are we trying to build too much value here?
No.
Totally worth it.
Absolutely. Like this is a Gundam kit. This is sweet. Yeah.
You're building an action figure, and it's so cool. But I will tell you this, while that is very cool, you put it up against regular action figures, like Western action figures, like a Batman or a Spider-Man. Dude, you drop a Gundam, you're gonna be crying. They explode.
Yeah, I'm guessing it's like a Lego set for sure.
Yeah, except for putting it back together is nigh impossible.
All right, everyone, thanks for joining us this week. If you had a favorite toy out of the selection, go ahead and leave it in the comments and let us know. And we'll see you next time.